Atlanta News First investigative reporter Andy Parati is following the money trail of campaign donations from camera operators. Now, Andy, you found the money could reveal why operators hope, or who they hope, will have their back.
Good evening, ladies. According to campaign finance records reviewed by Atlanta News First Investigates, the camera companies have donated nearly $1 million to Georgia lawmakers over the past few years. And while that seems like a lot of money, it's a small percentage of what they stand to lose if they're banned from doing business in Georgia.
This system is wrong, it is abusive, and it needs to be stopped.
A rigorous debate about private industry enforcing Georgia traffic laws.
Well, I think the abuse that you speak of, I think we've all seen it.
School zone speed detection cameras.
The good intent for this bill has gone way out the window.
Some seeking to ban them this legislative session, others saying not so fast.
We've seen a 92% reduction in the number of violations with this program.
You know, what happens when a family whose student has been injured or killed?
Georgia cities have used the technology for more than 6 years, ticketing thousands of drivers a day, sometimes issuing citations without clear warning signs or during non-school hours, all while collecting more than $112 million from Georgia drivers, split between cities and camera companies, according to public documents uncovered by Atlanta News First Investigations last year.
The way these things are growing, they've probably collected over $200 million now.
It's a cash cow.
State Representative Dewey McClain responding to Atlanta News First Investigates findings. In February, he told his fellow committee members this.
And I'll just say this, just follow the money. And if you follow the money, you'll see where we're going with this.
So we did. This time tracking the money donated by companies operating the speed detection cameras. According to campaign finance records, Red Speed, Blue Line Solutions, and Vera Mobility donated $863,000 combined to Georgia lawmakers and campaign committees over the past few years.
These numbers don't lie.
That's influence.
Yeah. Show me the money.
The majority of the donations following this 2018 committee hearing, which helped pass Georgia's current law authorizing cities to use the cameras.
This bill will save lives. We have read a lot about the deaths in our crosswalks.
That's Bob Dallas, about 7 years ago, advocating for the cameras at that 2018 hearing as the former director of the governor's office of highway safety. Today, he's a consultant for Blue Line, a camera company which has donated $114,000 to Georgia lawmakers.
I've not seen anything work as well as speed cameras and the program with them than this.
He says Blue Line is open to passing legislation to amend the current law.
If you have a lowering of the speed limit in the morning and the afternoon, require that a flashing light be on. Secondly, signage that shows that the enforcement is throughout the school day.
Tuesday evening, Representative Dale Washburn's bill that would ban the cameras passed the House floor. But so did another piece of legislation sponsored by State Representative Alan Powell.
And somehow I got drafted into bringing this bill up.
His bill would amend the current law authorizing the cameras to include limiting enforcement to specific time periods around school hours, eliminating processing fees, and some penalties for unpaid citations.
These are tools for law enforcement not to be abused and not to be used as money-making generators.
Washburn says the Speaker of the House asked him to file a similar bill, but he declined. Campaign records show Powell has received $27,000 from camera companies, the highest amount of any member in the Georgia House. Did the campaign donations influence your decision to file this bill?
Apparently not, because either one of them are pretty well restrictive.
Two lawmakers advocating to address controversial enforcement cameras, likely setting up more debate under the Gold Dome.
Having a system that is always there can change behavior.
It is clear that this system is abusive. It is designed to rake in money.
The two pieces of legislation now move forward to the Georgia Senate. The president of the Senate, Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones, has received more than $100,000 in campaign contributions over the past few years. Actually, last year, we reached out to the Lieutenant Governor for a response on the pending legislation, but his office did not respond. Live at the state capitol, I'm Andy Parati. Atlanta News First investigates.